Look at this. Too many, this is just dirt. Something to wash off, something to step over. To me, the soil is life. The soil is memory. The soil is healing. When I hold the soil, I don't just feel the soil in between my fingers, but also I feel the hope, I feel the dignity, I feel the inclusion. I grew up in a farm. Soil always my part of my childhood, but I never would imagine that this will become my part of my life. The soil transformed my life. You can see the people. I met the people who come from the different background. I met the men and women who were abandoned. And the society said, you did not fit into the society. And they became this isolated tree. But the change happened when they touched the soil. When they touched the soil, I found smile on their face. When they planted the seeds, they found the purpose. When they saw plants grow, they saw themselves growing. I grew up in an orphanage. It is an orphanage for the children with disability and for the non-disabled children. And during my teenage, I volunteered there. I found children with disability and non-disabled children living together very happily. While the non-disabled children getting chance to go to school, completing their education and graduated, get the job and build their lives. But for the children with the disability, always stayed back at the home and do nothing. That made me to study psychology. And then I graduated, completed my studies. I became the director of the same orphanage. I was running for many years. I done many things. I tried to help them. What the maximum I could do that, provide the best food, provide the best shelter. Just imagine yourself, you're staying in your home, getting your best food, best shelter, and do nothing. What will happen? You will get frustrated. This is not just 1 or 2 days, but forever. The same thing happened to my disabled friends. Most of the people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, life ended in a institutional care. They get frustrated. That led me to start a Sristi Village. I traveled almost for 3 years to the different places. And during my travel, I found most of the children are living in rural villages and without any much support. And I found they just abandoned, orphaned. That's all made me to start Sristi Village. In the year of 2014, I bought nearly 9 acres of land with the dream to build an inclusive, self-sustaining and eco-friendly village where the people with intellectual disability to live, learn, work, generate income and lead an independent and dignified life. Many people who join, many people who come from the different background, someone who were abandoned, someone who locked for 3 years, someone who lost the parents, and some people, their parents are getting old and the parents having their biggest story, how they're going to live in this world without them or after them. In front of me, the land which I bought, it was completely barren land. The water level is very low and the soil is infertile. In front of me, I had degraded souls and degraded soil. And nature united us. And the rest of the story is how this degraded soil became fertile through these degraded souls. We together, we harvested rainwater because the water is very low. And then we plant together. We planted a lot of trees. We started to grow our food. We started to grow our organic food. We brought cows. We brought animals. And the land which I was started like this, And after a few years, and the change happened. And change happened like this. In a few years of time, more than 3,000 trees is planted. And we had many birds who came. We have the community like cows, dogs, and you can just imagine that you are sitting in a farm, and then where you are having a beautiful tree surrounded by you, and then you can have a lot of flowers and fresh air, and then a little cat sitting on your lap, and little dog licking your toes, and you are having a coffee made from the fresh milk from your own cows. And every day we are taking care of the nature. And we believe that we are taking care of the nature. But the truth is, the nature is taking care of us. And I have seen this truth for the past 12 years. Nature transformed life. And the land alone is not transformed. The soul's transformed. All these years, I met many people, amazing people. And one of the young man, you can see him, is Kaliyappan. As a child, he admitted in a school. And after a few years, school said, you did not fit into this school. He went back to his home, and his father said, you did not fit into our home. He went to his friends, and friends said, you did not fit into our group. The whole village rejected. He felt isolated. How do you feel if you were in his situation? You would get frustrated. You would show anger. And this is what Kaliyappan did. He got frustrated. And he became very violent and aggressive. He started beating others. He breaking things. He could not able to control his emotion. Not just for attention of the people, and just for the love, and looking for someone else to understand his feelings. But no one was there. So he just ran away. And his father found him, and he just put him in a room and locked. He got more frustrated. He got more anger. He became very aggressive. So he just broke down the door. For the parents, they do not have any other clue. They brought him to the hospital, and the doctor prescribed a lot of medicines to him. He started taking those medicine, and then he just he became a drowsiness. He became sedated. He unable to do anything. That's when I met Kaliyappan. I brought him to the Sristi Village. In the beginning, he was just completely withdrawn. He hardly speaking to anyone. He just isolated himself. But the magic happened. The nature transformed. He slowly started to begin to work in our vegetable garden. He started to taking care of our plants. He watering them, caring for them. And he just involved himself. And he helping others. And the change happened. And one day, he brought a lot of vegetables to me. And then he said, these are the vegetables. It's all cultivated by me and harvested by me. I did. For him, it was not just vegetable. It was dignity. It was a proof that he mattered. It was proof that he is capable. That he belonged. And slowly, he changed, and nature transformed his life. And he is also very much interested to taking care of cows. After some years, I noticed him, he always spending a lot of time in the dairy farm. It's just washing the cows, feeding the cows, and the things happen. I found happiness in his face. You know, who is the best therapist for him? Not a psychologist, not a counselor, cow. Cow changed his life. In Sristi, soil is not just for farming. It is for healing. And soil is not just healing individuals. It is healing communities. They always work together. They learn the cooperation. They learn the friendship. They understand they belong together. It changed their life. And slowly, he learned all the skills. At one point, he became the sole responsibility of the dairy farm. He became the lead trainer. He started to manage the whole dairy farm. He started to train the other members also. And he is the complete responsibility, taken the complete responsibility of the dairy farm. And that changed his behavior. Responsibility changed the behavior. But I have a very interesting and funny story to share with you. How responsibility changing the behavior. We had a boy, his name Rajesh. He is always one of my job for every morning to looking for him. He just always find the reason to run away from the campus. He always escape. Every morning I have to wake up and search for him. And I always find him to the neighbor village, sitting with the village people, and then having a coffee, chatting with the people, and then I will bring him back to the community. And again it happened. Again it happened. Every morning I have to search for him. Then it became a habit for him. I thought it is not good. We have to change his behavior. How we are going to change his behavior? I used all my brain, all my strategy, nothing worked. I called all my expert team, and then I said, see, Rajesh running every day, and we have to change his behavior. We need to find the way to control or manage his behavior. And all my team, they found the best solution and everything, and they promised tomorrow morning he will stay back at the campus. Next morning came, he found the reason, he just ran away. I could not find him. And then this time, I had a different idea. This time I never called anybody, any experts. I just called Tyler. I called the Tyler and then asked him to stretch a uniform for him, a uniform for the security officer. And then I given the security officer uniform to him along the key of our main gate of our campus. And then I said to Rajesh, you are our security officer. Make sure no one run away from the campus. That was the last day he ran away from the campus. And still you can come. Now he's working as a security. And you can see it's not only for Rajesh. I think for all of us, responsibility is important. And we need a reason to wake up every morning. And we need a meaningful work. We need to feel we are useful. We need simply purpose. I think the purpose for everyone. At Sristi, we are not just given care to the people, but we are also giving the responsibility. And we accept the people as they are. Each of us, we are all unique. We need to celebrate this diversity. And today, Kaliyappan is working in one of the multinational company as a gardener. And he is not only earning money, but also he earns respect. And Kaliyappan is looking after his family now. He play a valued role in the community. Which village rejected him, they accepted. Which father rejected him, he's taken care by him actually. And this nature transformed his life. The soil is not just dirt. It is life. It is dignity. It is inclusion. And he is not alone. You can find many Kaliyappan in every school, in every classroom, in every city, in every village. All they need is acceptance, opportunities, and just little flavor of love. Thank you.